The haunted doll.
The old thrift store at the edge of town was the kind of place where treasures and nightmares alike could be found. Inside, on a dusty shelf near the back, sat a small porcelain doll with deep glassy eyes and a smile that seemed a little too lifelike. Its faded, once beautiful Victorian dress hinted at a forgotten past, but no one in the store gave it a second glance until the Dawson family stumbled upon it. For young Lily Dawson, the doll was love at first sight. "She's perfect, Mom," she squealed, her fingers tracing the delicate lace on the doll's dress. Her mother, Sarah, hesitated. There was something unsettling about it, but unable to say no to her daughter's pleading eyes, she bought the doll and brought it home. From the moment the doll entered their home, strange things began to happen. It started with small, almost dismissible events, lights flickering, doors creaking open when no one was around. Then came the whispers. In the dead of night, Sarah began hearing soft, unintelligible murmurs coming from Lily's room. Each time she'd rush in, Lily would be fast asleep, the doll perched on a chair nearby, its eyes gleaming in the moonlight. Things escalated quickly. Objects would move on their own. The family dog refused to enter Lily's room, barking and growling at the door as if sensing something no one else could. Lily's once sweet, innocent behavior started to change. She became distant, withdrawn, and spoke in a voice that didn't seem like her own. One night, Sarah woke to the sound of Lily's laughter, only it wasn't quite Lily's. It was darker, colder, almost mocking. She rushed into her daughter's room, heart pounding, and found Lily sitting up in bed, staring into the doll's eyes as if entranced. The doll's smile, once subtle, now looked wide and menacing. "Lily, are you okay?" Sarah asked, her voice shaking. "She talks to me, Mommy," Lily whispered, not breaking eye contact with the doll. "She says she's lonely. She wants to stay." Terrified, Sarah grabbed the doll, but as soon as her fingers touched it, a sharp, icy pain shot through her hand. She yanked her hand back, her heart racing. That night, she decided the doll had to go. The next morning, Sarah and her husband David drove the doll to the town's landfill and threw it into the garbage pit. But when they returned home, the doll was sitting on the front porch, its eyes gleaming with malice. No matter what they tried, burning it, burying it, even giving it away, the doll always returned. The house itself began to change. Shadows seemed to move on their own. The air grew thick with an oppressive, unnatural cold. The whispers became louder, more insistent, as if something was trying to break through. Desperate, the family called in a paranormal investigator, a grizzled old man named Father James, who had dealt with cursed objects before. After examining the doll, he looked at Sarah and David with grim eyes. "This is no ordinary doll," he said. "It's a vessel, an anchor for something far worse. The spirit inside doesn't just want to haunt you, it wants to consume you." Father James performed a cleansing ritual, but the doll fought back. The walls of the house trembled, furniture shook, and unseen forces lashed out at the family. Lily, who had been silent throughout the ritual, suddenly screamed, a blood-curdling sound that wasn't her own. Her body convulsed, her eyes rolling back as the entity inside the doll tried to take her. With one final prayer, Father James shattered the doll against the floor, its porcelain face cracking open to reveal a dark, writhing mass of energy. The room erupted in a burst of cold wind, and then silence. The curse was broken. The house returned to normal, but the family was never the same. Lily had no memory of the events, but Sarah and David would forever carry the scars. The doll was gone, but the memory of its malevolent presence lingered in every creak, every whisper, reminding them that some things, once invited in, never truly leave. And somewhere, in the darkness, a new doll waited, watching, ready to be found once again.